My girlfriend wants me to take out a huge loan for her plastic surgery or we're done. So I 36M am seriously freaking out right now. I make decent money as a software engineer, but this is insane. We're talking a lot of money, like enough for a down payment on a house. I always thought Serena was different, not like the other girls. Now I'm wondering if I was completely blind. My parents always pushed me to achieve, achieve, achieve. Maybe that's why I attract women who want to use me. I'm such a sucker for wanting to be the good guy. I'm so lost. Should I just give in and pay for it? I don't even know what to do anymore. What would you do, Reddit? Okay, so here's how it went down. We were having dinner at this fancy steakhouse, her choice, of course. Things had been a little tense lately, like she was hinting at something but wouldn't just come out and say it. So over our ridiculously overpriced steaks, which by the way I paid for, she slides this manila envelope across the table. I'm thinking, oh great, is this an early birthday gift, a handwritten love letter? I'm a total sap, I admit it. I open it up and it's not a love letter. It's a full-blown surgical plan, itemized, detailed, with pre- and post-op photos of some Instagram model. Nose job, lipo, boob job, the works. My stomach just dropped. I felt this wave of nausea wash over me. I think I actually went pale. She's just sitting there, smiling expectantly like she just presented me with a bouquet of flowers. I managed to choke out, What is this? And then she drops the bomb. It's my dream body, babe. All I need you to do is take out a small loan. Think of it as an investment in our future. A small loan. The number on the bottom of that surgical plan was not small. It was huge, like holy shit huge. I felt like I was going to throw up right there on the table. I started to sweat. My hands were shaking. I asked her, "You seriously expect me to pay for all of this?" And that's when she said it. The words that are still ringing in my ears. Well, yeah, what kind of boyfriend wouldn't support his girlfriend's dreams? She actually had the nerve to say that. Support her dreams. This wasn't a dream, it was a nightmare. I just sat there, stunned, completely and utterly speechless. The restaurant, the steak, the whole goddamn world just faded away. All I could think was, I've been played. I felt like a complete and utter idiot, so I finally worked up the nerve to talk to my mom about it. Figured she'd be on my side, right? Wrong. I should have known better. My parents, especially my mom, have this weird way of twisting everything to make me feel guilty. We were having our weekly Sunday dinner, pot roast, mashed potatoes, the whole 9 yards. I waited until after dessert, thinking maybe a sugar rush would make her more receptive. Nope. Mom, I started, my voice shaking a little. I need to talk to you about something. It's about Serena. My mom, bless her heart, immediately launched into this whole spiel about how happy she was that I'd finally found a nice girl and how she couldn't wait for grandkids. Grandkids. We're talking about a woman who wants me to finance her becoming a real-life Barbie doll. I took a deep breath. Well, there's something you should know. She wants me to take out a huge loan for her to get plastic surgery. The room went silent. My dad just kept chewing his pot roast like he hadn't heard a thing. Classic dad move. My mom, on the other hand, put down her fork and looked at me with this disappointed frown, like I was the one who'd done something wrong. Oh, Ethan, she sighed, is that all? I thought it was something serious. Is that all? My blood started to boil. Mom, it's almost $50,000. That's not all, she waved her hand dismissively. Well, if she needs it, she needs it. You make good money. What's the big deal? The big deal? I was starting to feel lightheaded. The big deal is that she's basically asking me to buy her a new body. It feels wrong. My mom just chuckled. Oh honey, all women want to improve themselves. It's just part of being a woman. You should be happy she wants to look her best for you. Then my dad, without even looking up from his plate, mumbled, Your mother's right. Happy wife, happy life. He went back to his pot roast. Happy wife, happy life. We aren't even married. I felt this wave of anger wash over me. But what about my happiness? What about my financial security? My mom gave me this pitying look. Ethan, you've always been so practical. Sometimes you need to be a little less cautious and a little more romantic. Think of it as an investment in your relationship. An investment. They were using the same word as Serena. That's when it hit me. This wasn't normal. This wasn't just a disagreement. This was toxic. They were completely dismissing my concerns, making me feel like I was the crazy one. I just stood up, pushed my chair back, and walked out. Didn't even say goodbye, I just left. I got in my car and just drove. I'm sitting here in a parking lot now, shaking. I don't even know what to do anymore. My girlfriend is insane and my parents are enabling her. I feel like I'm trapped in some kind of twisted reality show. Send help. A week later and things have gone from bad to nuclear. I thought my parents' reaction was bad, I was so wrong. Apparently, my mom called my Aunt Carol, the self-proclaimed family therapist and queen of unsolicited advice. And Aunt Carol, being Aunt Carol, decided to stage an intervention. I was lured to my parents' house under the pretense of a casual family dinner. I should have known something was up when I saw all the cars parked outside. My entire extended family was there. Aunts, uncles, cousins I hadn't seen in years. They were all sitting around the living room, staring at me like I was some kind of zoo animal. It was like a goddamn firing squad. My Aunt Carol, bless her meddling heart, took center stage. "Ethan, we're all here because we're worried about you," she began, her voice dripping with fake concern. "Your mother tells me you're having some relationship troubles." I wanted to scream. I wanted to run. I wanted to disappear. Instead, I just mumbled, "It's complicated." "Complicated?" Aunt Carol scoffed. "Your mother says you're refusing to support your girlfriend's dreams, that you're being selfish." My jaw dropped. Selfish? Support her dreams. She wants me to go into crippling debt so she can get a bunch of unnecessary cosmetic procedures. My Uncle Tony, who's never had a stable relationship in his life, chimed in. "Women are complicated, Ethan. Sometimes you gotta spend money to keep 'em happy." He winked at me like he was sharing some profound wisdom. I wanted to punch him in the face. Then my cousin, Jessica, who's literally addicted to Instagram filters, decided to add her 2 cents. "Seriously, Ethan, it's just a little lipo. It's not like she's asking for a new car or something. Just a little LIPO, OMG. Are these people for real?" The whole room erupted in agreement. They were all nodding and murmuring about how important it was to support your partner and how I should just man up and pay for it. I felt like I was in some kind of alternate universe where up was down and black was white. I finally snapped. "Are you all kidding me? This is insane. She's manipulating me, she's using me, and you're all enabling her." My mom started to cry. "Ethan, how can you say that? We're just trying to help." Help? This wasn't help, this was a public execution. They were all ganging up on me, making me feel like I was the problem. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't think. I just turned and ran. I haven't spoken to any of them since. I'm staying at a friend's place, trying to avoid the constant barrage of texts and phone calls. My work is suffering, I can't sleep. I can't eat. I feel like I'm losing my mind. This isn't just about the money anymore. This is about my sanity. This is about my life. I need to get out of this situation. I need to break up with Serena. I need to cut ties with my family, at least for a while. I know it's going to be hard, but I can't keep living like this. I'm starting to think I need a lawyer. This is getting way out of hand. Reddit, I'm seriously scared. What the hell do I do now? So after that family intervention, I was a wreck. Seriously, I felt like I was losing my grip. I was staying at Maya's place, my best friend since college. She's a therapist, which, let me tell you, has been a lifesaver these past few weeks. I hadn't really told her the full extent of the crazy. I mean, who wants to admit their girlfriend wants them to finance her plastic surgery dreams, and their entire family thinks it's a reasonable request? I felt like such a moron. Anyway, I was pacing her living room, ranting about the intervention, mimicking my Aunt Carol's condescending tone, the whole 9 yards. Maya just sat there, listening patiently, like she always does. "So," I said, finally winding down, "they all think I'm the crazy one. They think I'm being selfish. Selfish, can you believe it?" Maya took a deep breath. "Ethan," she said gently, "can I ask you something? What does Serena do for you?" I blinked. "What do you mean?" "I mean, what does she bring to the table? What makes her a good partner?" I stammered for a second. "Well, she's fun. We have good times together. She's beautiful." Even as I said it, it sounded hollow. Maya raised an eyebrow. "Fun, beautiful, Ethan, those are qualities, not actions. What does she do to make you feel loved, supported, valued?" I went silent. I couldn't think of a single thing. It hit me like a ton of bricks. She didn't do anything, she just existed, and expected me to pay for it, literally. I don't know," I whispered. Maya nodded slowly. "Ethan, this isn't about the surgery. This is about control. Serena is using your desire to be the good guy to manipulate you, and your family, with their outdated ideas about relationships, is enabling her." I just stared at her. It was like she'd flipped a switch in my brain. Suddenly, everything clicked into place. It wasn't about the money. It wasn't about the surgery. It was about power. Serena wanted control, and she was using me to get it. And my family, bless their hearts, was helping her do it. I felt this wave of clarity wash over me. It was like I was seeing the situation clearly for the first time. I wasn't crazy. I wasn't selfish. I was being used. "Oh my God," I said, my voice shaking. "You're right, I'm being used." It felt like a weight had been lifted off my chest. Just saying it out loud, having someone validate my feelings, was incredibly powerful. Maya squeezed my hand. You deserve to be with someone who loves you for who you are, Ethan, not for what you can do for them. Tears welled up in my eyes. I know, I choked out. I know. That conversation with Maya was a turning point. It gave me the strength I needed to finally break up with Serena. It gave me the courage to stand up to my family. It gave me the perspective I needed to start healing and moving forward. I still have a long way to go, but I finally feel like I'm on the right path. It wasn't one single incident, it was more like a slow burn, a creeping realization that turned into a raging inferno. After the intervention, I was a shell of myself. I barely slept, barely ate. I was a zombie at work, making stupid mistakes and getting called out by my boss. Then, the cherry on top of this shit Sunday happened. I was checking my bank account online, something I was doing obsessively because I was terrified of going into overdraft, and I noticed a new charge, a big one. It was from a plastic surgeon, the same surgeon listed on Serena's surgical plan. I felt this cold dread creep up my spine. I immediately called Serena. My hands were shaking so bad I could barely hold the phone. Serena, I said, my voice trembling, what the hell is this charge on my account? She was silent for a moment, then she said in this sickeningly sweet voice, oh honey, that's just the consultation fee. I went to see Dr. Fabulous today, he's amazing, he said I'm a perfect candidate for all the procedures. I saw red. You what? You used MY card without MY permission. She actually laughed. Relax babe, it's just a small fee. Think of it as a down payment on our future happiness. A down payment? On our future happiness, I lost it. Our future, there is no our future, you stole from me, Serena, you're a thief. She went silent again, then her voice turned icy. Don't talk to me like that, Ethan. I'm doing this for us, you just need to be a little more supportive. Supportive? She was stealing from me and telling me to be supportive. That was it. The final straw, the breaking point. Something inside me snapped. I felt this surge of anger, this primal rage I'd never experienced before. My heart was pounding in my chest. I was literally seeing red. I hung up on her. Right then and there, didn't even say goodbye, I just hung up. Then I blocked her number, blocked her on social media, erased every trace of her from my life. In that moment, I stopped being a victim. I stopped being a pushover, I stopped being the good guy. I became someone who was ready to fight for himself. I was done. I knew what I had to do. I needed to get out. Get away from Serena. Get away from my family. Get my life back. I called Maya, told her everything. She helped me find a lawyer, someone who specialized in, well, situations like this. It was the first step in taking back control. The first step in reclaiming my life. And it felt damn good. Okay, Reddit, buckle up, because this is where shit gets real. After that down payment on our future happiness bullshit, I knew I had to go full-on strategic. This wasn't just a breakup anymore, this was a goddamn extraction mission. First, I documented everything. I printed out the bank statement showing the unauthorized charge. I saved all of Serena's texts and voicemails where she talked about the surgery and the loan. I even wrote down a detailed timeline of the whole ordeal, including the intervention with my family dates, times, who said what. I was building a case, people, a fortress of evidence. Then I called Maya back. I'm done, I told her. I'm breaking up with her, but I need your help. Maya, being the amazing friend and therapist that she is, agreed to be there. Moral support, witness, back up the whole 9 yards. Having a professional in MY corner, genius. Next, I did some research. I Googled how to break up with a manipulative person. I read articles, watched videos, even joined a Reddit forum dedicated to dealing with toxic relationships. I learned the lingo. I learned about gaslighting, manipulation tactics, and how to stay calm and assertive in the face of emotional outbursts. Knowledge is power, people. I drafted a script. Short, sweet, and to the point. Serena, I'm not taking out the loan. Our relationship is over. I practiced it over and over in front of the mirror, focusing on keeping my voice steady and my tone firm. I knew she'd try to guilt-trip me, cry, maybe even threaten me. I had to be prepared. Rehearsal is key. I also prepped Maya on what to expect. I told her about Serena's tactics, her tendency to play the victim, her expert-level guilt trips. I wanted her to be ready to intervene if things got out of hand. 2 heads are better than 1, especially when one is a trained therapist. The lawyer Maya connected me with advised me to send Serena a certified letter outlining the unauthorized charge and demanding repayment. It was official, documented proof that I was serious. Legal backup, check. Finally, I planned the logistics of the breakup. I chose a public place, a busy coffee shop in downtown Austin. Neutral territory. Lots of witnesses. Safety first, people. I even planned my escape route. I parked my car around the corner, ready for a quick getaway if needed. Thinking ahead is everything. By the time I met Serena at the coffee shop, I was a different person. I wasn't the scared, insecure pushover she was used to. I was calm. I was confident. I was ready. This wasn't just about breaking up with a toxic girlfriend. This was about taking back my life. This was about reclaiming my power. And it felt amazing. Bring on the confrontation. The coffee shop buzzed with the usual Saturday morning crowd, laptops clicking, espresso machines whirring, conversations overlapping. I spotted Serena at our usual table by the window, scrolling through her phone, oblivious to the storm that was about to hit. My heart pounded, but my face remained neutral. Maya sat at a nearby table, pretending to read a book, but I knew she was my backup. I took a deep breath and walked over, pulling out the chair opposite Serena. "Hey," I said, keeping my voice level. She looked up, a practiced smile spreading across her face. "Hey babe, you're late. I was just about to order us those fancy lattes you like." "We don't need lattes, Serena," I said, meeting her gaze. "We need to talk." Her smile faltered. "Is everything okay?" "No, Serena, everything is not okay." I pulled out the prepared statement from my pocket, a physical reminder of my resolve. "I'm not taking out the loan, and our relationship is over." I said the words clearly, firmly, like I was reading a legal document. The smile vanished completely, replaced by a look of shocked disbelief. "What, are you serious?" "Dead serious," I replied, placing the certified letter regarding the unauthorized charge on the table. "I've also contacted a lawyer about this." Her eyes widened, darting to the letter, then back to me. "A lawyer? Ethan, what is this? What's going on?" "You know exactly what's going on, Serena," I said, my voice hardening. "You used my credit card without my permission. You lied to me, you manipulated me, and I'm done." The waterworks started. Tears streamed down her face, her carefully applied makeup beginning to smear. "Ethan, please. Don't do this, I love you, I just want to be beautiful for you." Here it comes, I thought, the Oscar-worthy performance. I steeled myself against her crocodile tears. "Your idea of beautiful comes with a hefty price tag, Serena. A price tag I'm not willing to pay. And frankly, I deserve someone who loves me for who I am, not who they want to mold me into." Boom, there it was, the truth, finally. The power dynamic shifted. I could feel it, her tears stopped abruptly. The panicked, desperate look in her eyes was satisfying. You can't do this to me," she hissed, her voice laced with venom. "After everything I've done for you." "Everything you've done for me," I repeated, raising an eyebrow. "Like what, Serena? Like racking up thousands of dollars in surgical consultations on my credit card?" She flinched. The carefully constructed mask of innocence shattered. For the first time I saw a glimpse of the real Serena, the entitled, manipulative woman hiding beneath the surface, and I felt nothing but pity. "Fine," she spat, grabbing her purse. "You'll regret this, Ethan, you'll be begging me to come back." I watched her storm out of the coffee shop, a dramatic exit worthy of a telenovela. I didn't beg, I didn't chase after her. I just sat there, taking a deep breath, feeling a sense of liberation I hadn't felt in months. Maya walked over, a knowing smile on her face. "Well done, Ethan," she said, squeezing my hand. "Well done." I looked at her, a genuine smile finally spreading across my face. It was over, I was free. And it felt damn good. It's been a few months since the great plastic surgery showdown of 2024, and wow, what a roller coaster. Immediately after the coffee shop breakup, Serena went full nuclear. Texts, voicemails, emails, you name it, she used it. It was a barrage of apologies, accusations, threats, even some interestingly worded propositions. I ignored it all, blocked her number, deleted my social media, went full ghost mode. Best decision ever. The fallout with my family, a whole other story. My mom called me every day for a week, leaving increasingly frantic messages. My Aunt Carol sent me a lengthy email about how I was throwing away a good woman and how I'd regret it someday. My Uncle Tony, the relationship expert, left me a voicemail suggesting I buy her some flowers and apologize. Seriously. I didn't respond to any of them. It was hard, especially with my mom, but I knew I needed space. I needed to break free from their toxic enabling. It's been tough, no lie. There were days I doubted myself. Days I missed the comfort of the familiar, even if that familiar was dysfunctional as hell. Therapy with Maya has been a lifesaver. We've been unpacking my deep-seated need to please everyone, my fear of disappointing others, the whole shebang. Turns out, my parents' constant pressure to achieve created this messed up pattern of seeking validation through external sources, like, financing someone's elective surgery. Facepalm. The good news? I'm free. I'm finally starting to feel like myself again. I'm sleeping better. I'm focusing on my work, even got a promotion recently. I've reconnected with old friends, started taking guitar lessons again, something Serena always made fun of, and I'm actually dating. Not seriously, but casually. It's been refreshing to meet women who aren't interested in my bank account. Who knew? The biggest lesson: boundaries are everything. I'm learning to say no, to prioritize my own needs, to walk away from situations that don't serve me. It's a work in progress, but I'm getting there. As for my family, it's complicated. I haven't spoken to them much, but I'm starting to consider reaching out to my mom. It's a slow process, but I think we can eventually rebuild our relationship, hopefully with some healthier boundaries this time. So, Reddit, that's my update. It's been a wild ride, but I'm finally on the other side. What do you think? Any similar experiences? Any advice for navigating family drama after a toxic relationship? Let me know.